Hello everybody and welcome to one underwhelming drum loop. I had this idea of building a drum loop or a piece of music in Minecraft that has a speed control. Usually in Minecraft when you build a song or a bit of music with note blocks, you just chain them, you put repeaters in between every bit of the note blocks, and then if you want to change the speed of the thing, you have to change every repeater that chains the note blocks together, and you have to always make sure they are at the right timing between all of them. I thought it would be fun to have them running off a central clock, so I did that. It's way less useful than I thought it would be. So, before I talk about the way that I build it and some things that I've learned with it, let's just listen to it, shall we? Alright, so, this is the thing. Let's just activate it. Yeah. So, this is not the drum loop at its fastest, but this is one of the speeds it can play. We can consider it a simple 4/4, with the hi-hat on 8th notes, the bass drum on the 1 and the 3, and the snare on the 2 and the 4. You probably don't care. Doesn't matter. Yeah. The thing is constantly playing, and we could go around and change a few notes. For example, and another bass drum. So it goes bass, bass. Aha. Beautiful. But that's not important. We want to have a look at the speed dial. We can change the tempo of this thing by changing these two repeaters. Don't touch these. Don't ever touch these. Alright? It'll break. Trust me. I've tried. This is the 9th iteration of this, I think, and I'm not a redstone guy. This took me like a week to figure out in between having like real life work and stuff. But yeah, this was hard and it's still underwhelming. Anyway, we can change these two repeaters, so we can just make this longer and it'll be even slower. And even slower. And this is the slowest it'll go. Crawling along, and not all that useful, but we can make it faster again. Picking up speed a little bit, and are you ready to hear the full speed? You're ready? Okay, hold on to your chairs, I guess. Full speed. Yeah, that's it. No, that's it. That's the fastest it will go. If we try to go any faster, things will break. Fun, I guess. What we can do with that, however, we can, together with all the percussion notes, the drum loop, we can add some musical notes, like I've done over here. And those will always stay in sync with our drum notes. You might notice that I have added repeaters over here that we didn't have over there. Did that so the notes actually, the musical notes are actually in time with the percussion notes. I needed that repeater over there to snake through there. Not important. So yeah, if we have this thing playing. There we go. Yeah, so now we got a bit of music playing, and we can change the speed of it. It's just really slow. And I wish it would be faster. Like, I mean, even if it would be twice as fast, that would be acceptable, but that probably would not be as fast as I'd like it to be. But yeah, this is as fast as I could get it. Feel free to try to build one and make it faster. Probably you need to come up with your own design and all that, but yeah, I had fun with this. Anyway, let's talk about how this thing actually works, shall we? First off, the main mechanic of the thing is two droppers that point at each other. These have 4 golden swords in total that they are cycling back and forth. This repeater over here measures how many swords are in the droppers. So this one for this one, this one for this one, obviously. If there is 0 swords in the dropper, we have a output signal of 0. All of these are off. And 1 sword in there, this repeater turns on, which plays these notes. 2 swords in that, these notes are being played. 3 swords in the dropper, these notes are being played. 4 swords in the dropper, now it gets interesting. These notes get played, and we send a 1-tick pulse over to these 2 pistons, which end up switching out these 2 blocks. So, these 2 blocks determine which of the 2 droppers receives the pulse from our clock over there. And that is how we determine, or rather that's how we make sure that there's only 4 ticks going to one dropper, and then to the other, and then to the other, and that it keeps on going. Cool. So, now, this over here is just how we send a short signal into our clock itself, so that's not important. You can put other things there. Doesn't really matter. This over here, however, is the last thing that I had to figure out, and that took quite a while. You might think, but Dave, that's just a clock. That's simple. Yeah, I'm not a redstone guy, though. So this took me a while, and this is a little special. So really, realistically, we just have some redstone repeaters that are gone in a circle. We have a piston over here to stop the whole thing, so the signal can no longer pass through if we retract that. Cool. But then what the hell is that thing, Dave? Well, that thing is a pulse shortener, I guess. What we need to do is we gotta make sure that this pulse does not get too long. If we make the thing slower, we make it really slow, you might be able to see that this pulse now is longer than this one. But why is that important, Dave? You see, if we then go ahead and make this thing faster again, the pulse would still remain long, and there's a good chance that it will get stuck, because the pulse is very long in comparison to the cycle length of the clock. That's not good. So somewhere in the clock we need to shorten the pulse so it doesn't get stuck even if we make it faster. If we make it slower, that's usually not a problem, though sometimes it got stuck on that. It sometimes still gets stuck if we make it faster, but this is way more reliable than all the other things that I had before. Anyway, as I've said, this took me a week, and it shouldn't have. But yeah, I'm not much of a redstone guy yet. Man, this was fun. Anyway, here's my challenge: build a better one, please. I'm gonna continue trying to work on other designs for this and play around with the thing. Okay, on the other one we added another bass drum over there, so let's have that. Yeah, nice. So yeah, that's my little project that I had going. That needs a lot more work. I got a bunch of other ideas for this sort of stuff that I'm gonna work on. But yeah, if you have any ideas how to make this thing faster, let me know. Let me know. A big bottleneck that I had was to make sure that these blocks are getting switched in between the last pulse of one side and the first pulse of the other one, right? We only have the time in between 2 ticks in order to detect that this thing has to change and to change it, and that really limits our speed. In an earlier iteration I was using a hopper to go into there, and then we were limited by the hopper speed of redepositing 4 items. And anyway, this is a mess. And this is harder than I thought it would be. But yeah, this is what I came up with. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have some recommendations, and I hope you check back with me next time. Next episode, video, stream, whatever that will be. And until then, see ya.